Hey everybody, Sinister Lex here. It is not Freelance Grinder Monday. It is not any other day of the week that I normally do a regular video on. But I'm a little behind, as usual, and F me freaking A! Do you have any idea how hard it is to get things set up the way you want them to go when you want them to go a certain way? Look at this, it's been so long since I've talked to you guys. My freaking hair is growing out. It's madness. Pure freaking madness. Today we're going to do an Upwork video because I'm behind on Upwork videos. I was going to do a YouTube live over the weekend, but that just didn't happen. I don't know what to tell you guys. I tried to get it in. I didn't even try that hard. I got caught up in some things, and I just said, you know what, I'm not going to be able to do it. And I want to put out a message sometimes to let you guys know when I'm not going to be able to do a thing I say I'm going to do, but there's not really any easy or good way to do that. I would literally have to go in, make a freaking video just to tell you guys I'm not going to show up for the video. So, we will try again probably this weekend. I'm getting caught up. I'm almost there as far as Upwork clients goes and things of that nature. I've got, two clients are kind of taken care of. Now I've got one main client that I'm just working on closing out his stuff this weekend, getting that taken care of, and then I should have a little bit of free time at my disposal. I don't know about that. We're gonna see. Because time is a scarce commodity when it comes to me and my life and all that stuff. Anyway, Upwork. What are we going to talk about on Upwork? Got a couple things to talk about. I can't remember where we left off. My current status on Upwork is I don't give a fuck. I haven't been applying to jobs. I don't have any reason. I don't have anything else to prove to you guys. I'll probably get back on there and do some of that later on. But right now I have some different things to focus on. I have something that popped into my mind over the weekend, and I was like, whoa, step back. This is a different thing. This idea is too big not to consider, and I don't like to be the one switching ideas, but I really don't consider myself switching ideas at this point, because the things I've been working on have all been sort of, I don't want to call them side hustles, because my website, that's my personal brand, but there's this thing that popped up, and it wasn't like other things. Sometimes you have ideas and you're like, you run the numbers and you're like, that could be good, that actually adds up, it makes a lot of sense. This is more like, this has a very high chance of failing, but also a very high chance of succeeding, because it's so fucking crazy that it just might work. Not going to talk about that for now though, because that's not why I came here. I came here to talk about Upwork a little bit, to give you guys an Upwork video, because I know that's kind of what you like and follow me for. A lot of you, some of you follow me for copywriting. Try and get back on track with that later this week. But Upwork, man, I was going to do a proposal video, but I don't have any proposals or anything up. I'm not set up for it at the moment. I mean, I can talk to you guys about what I do as far as proposals goes and how I'm getting clients, things that I've seen working recently. If you guys are putting out proposals, if you guys are trying to get Upwork clients, I'm noticing that using a headline in your pitch, your proposal, is actually working pretty well. At least it was getting me some pretty good results. I noticed that Rising Talent doesn't seem to be doing jack shit for me. I'm actually getting less people contacting me since I got Rising Talent. I don't know what's going on with that. So that's just kind of throwing that out there. But headlines are working, or at least they have been for me. I don't know if they'll work for you. Don't freaking say Sinister Lex said that if I use a headline, it's going to work. Sinister Lex headlines work because my freaking headlines are awesome, but I just do different shit that's awesome. So how are you going to be different? What are you going to do differently? Some of you have been asking me about Enneagram personality profiling because I did it in that one video, and look at that. Wouldn't it be crazy if I just happened to roll out a course on that after doing a video way back when, and if that video's only purpose wasn't even to show you my real process, but to get you thinking forward for when I have that course, and so you'll enroll in that course. That would be fucking nuts, but I would never do that because I'm not that kind of crazy. No, I actually do use the Enneagram, but now you have to wonder if I really do, but I'm saying that I do. I do use the Enneagram whenever I'm making my proposals. But you guys should not be using the Enneagram, and I'll tell you why, because it's way too fucking complicated for you to grasp in such a short time. You can't, you can look at the descriptions of people, you can you can look at the Enneagram descriptions of personality types and you can try to measure those up. But you're going to be wrong. I guarantee it. You will be wrong about 90% of the time. Even after years and years of studying this thing, I'm still wrong a large majority of the time. Like sometimes I would say, I'm wrong when it comes to Upwork. Not in general. Like if I have time to be around someone, get to know them a little bit, maybe read several pages of their threads or text or anything, then yeah, I can figure them out. I can figure out their type. But quickly doing it on someplace like Upwork, you're going to be a lot less accurate. You are going to be less accurate than I am, and I'm going to be less accurate than I normally am because there's such limited information to go on. So don't think that you need to be studying the freaking Enneagram in order to write good proposals. In fact, that one that I sent where I did use the Enneagram, it didn't get a result. I mean, the person did not contact me within 3 days, so I withdrew from that job. I don't know if they would have contacted me. I didn't wait around to find out because I don't have time for that shit. Anyway, what you need to be doing is use the headline like I told you, focus on the client and their specific issues, and try to write like them. That's all you got to do. Just try to write like them. Use the same words. Use the exact same words that they're using. Use the same phrases they're using. If you can repeat that back to them. Usually if I'm just writing a basic proposal up, get out of here, hair. Then what I'm doing is repeating their words back to them. I'm mirroring them in a way. I'm trying to show them that I'm like them and that I'm also understanding what they're saying. If they're saying, do you feel me? I'm not going to say, yeah, I hear you. Those are different ways of processing information. I want to say, yeah, I feel you. Those are the same, right? Use the same words and phrases they're using. And then usually I ask about, I would say typically 3 questions. Like 3 probing questions, like what does a good job look like for you, and what specifically is the problem with your copywriting right now? What do you need me to solve or work on? Things like that. So, headline, repeat their questions back to them as a statement, or just repeat their phrases back to them a little bit. Show that you understand what they need. A couple of questions, and then if you're interested in chatting with me, I can meet you on phone or Skype or email, whatever you want to do. Let me know a date and time, and then your signature. That's what I do for a lot of these when I'm rushing around or something, when I don't have a lot of time, or if the proposal in general is pretty short. If it's a short one that they made a short job post, and I'll send a pretty short proposal. If they're being really vague, you want to be vague. If they're being specific, you want to be specific. I mean, it's simple stuff. I don't know how much more of this I can go into. I could show you me doing it, but it's exactly what I'm saying that I'm doing. So I don't know that we actually need to do a video on that. I'm not really sure. If you have specific questions regarding sending proposals, please drop them down below. Like what questions you guys have, because I don't feel like I'm answering this completely for you. I mean, in my mind I am, but I don't really know if that is coming from out of my ears and into your eyeballs and into your ears, wherever. I don't know. I don't know if any of that's happening. So let me know in a question down below if you got questions about that. There's a more important subject I want to talk about today, though, before I go, and that is the subject of not getting trapped in Upwork. This is an important one, because rather than just dilly-dallying around on Upwork, constantly sending freaking proposals, maybe you switch at some point and go to email or cold calling. Upwork is a trap. It is a trap. You may not realize it yet, but I promise you, it is a freaking trap. What kind of trap is it? Well, it's going to trap you in several ways. First of all, there's that elusive $1,000 a week or $100 an hour client that you may or may not ever find. But if you go on there, if you're actively engaged, if you're doing stuff, if you get good at it, you'll probably find them eventually. But by then, you probably could have made $10,000 from one client who wasn't on Upwork at all. So just think about that. Don't get trapped on Upwork chasing clients. Don't get trapped on Upwork chasing money. It's freaking stupid. Upwork is just a tool to get you started, to get you moving, to get you some momentum, to get you some experience, maybe communicating with clients and chatting back and forth and getting on live Skype calls and shit like that, so that you can go and take your real business outside of Upwork and meet people out there. Get referrals, reach out to people, use LinkedIn, use email, whatever you gotta do, pick up the damn phone if that's what you want. If you wanna make a copywriting career, if you wanna make web design, digital marketing agency, whatever it is, dude, you gotta get off Upwork. You gotta get off Upwork. Because you're not gonna, it is not that easy to make consistent pay month to month. And even if you do manage to make consistent pay, you're probably just gonna get yourself to a level of working about $10 to $12 an hour, 40 hours a week, that's what you're going to wind up with. You're going to wind up with a freaking job. So do it to get started. Do it to get money coming in. Do it even if you need to replace your full-time income so that you can leave your current job and have something that's a little more flexible. That would be when to use Upwork. But once you get a little bit of experience, once you have clients, and once you can start asking for referrals, do that. Get outside of there. Do not get trapped in Upwork. F me. Holy crap. Upwork can ruin you. It can destroy you. I want you to think about why you're on Upwork. Why are you using Upwork? What is your purpose with it? Because my purpose with Upwork was never to make a ridiculous sum of money. It was never to be like a $100,000 a year employee on Upwork. That was not my goal. And I've had big clients come from Upwork, but I've always moved them away, or I've always, finished out their work and then stopped working on Upwork, because ultimately my goal is to take that money and fund some other venture, some bigger venture, something more passive, so I don't have to be constantly working. You can do that with a digital agency, you can do that as a copywriter or any other thing, but you gotta go beyond Upwork. You really do. I'm not freaking joking. If you try to stick with Upwork all like forever, man, I don't know, get out of here. You're playing games. You're playing games with yourself. If you think you gotta be on Upwork to get clients, you're playing games. Just like the people who are playing games who said that you can't get any clients on Upwork at all, when I already got almost $2,000 worth of clients in my first month. So, that's all I got for this one. Don't get trapped on Upwork. Do send proposals that are mirroring other people's shit, their job posts and stuff like that. And if you got any questions for me, drop them down below. I'm going to try and get back on track this week with everything. Hopefully you'll stick around for that. I swear, if I can get this thing set up, I still haven't quite figured out YouTube Live. I almost had it, but I didn't quite have it, so I didn't go forward with it and didn't jump on there. Is what it is. We'll try and do it again this week. I'm not making any promises, though. I don't make no freaking promises I can't keep. So, I'm not saying I can't keep that, but I might not keep it. Who knows? You never know. That's all I got for this one, guys. Subscribe and down below if you want to see more. I'm Sinister Lex. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.